let's get started. So basically this is one of my programs, or my big program, that evolves over 3 to 5 months. And I'm going to explain this in about 15, 30 minutes-ish, because I've promised to give you this. And obviously you're not asking for you, but you're asking for a friend or a friend's friend, or whatever reason that you're curious about what it is I'm giving you. So to give just a quick back check, Force of Nature is a transformation program that doesn't only evolve the physical body or the mental mindset health, but also emotional health. I will dig deeper into that, because to be able to come to that, we need to start at square one. So say you're a person, or your friend's friend is a person, and they feel kind of like stuck in life. They're kind of feeling the handcuffs of responsibilities and stuff, and they're stuck at a job where they have to be, or they feel that they have to be, in a relationship that might not be filled with as much passion and love as they want to, or in a job, in relationships, in an economical situation. It can be so many things that makes us feel stuck. It can be being free as a bird, becoming pregnant, having children, realizing that, okay, now I have to stay in this area of life for a bit. It can be any different reason. I have my notes here as well to make sure I don't go all over the place. I will try to stick to the most essential. So this is a situation where many people are today. They're feeling stuck in economy or money or relationships, and they don't know how to get out of it. So basically they stay in it, and eventually they almost feel as if they're trapped in their own little prison, and kind of come to the point of like, okay, this is life, this is it. They're stuck in their own circumstances of life. And this is where it starts when people come to me. They're like, okay, something is wrong. They have this inner voice or their heart speaking, but the brain doesn't want to listen, because you don't want to go through the whole situation of breaking out of this. Or a lot of people come to me and they realize, oh wow, all these feelings of anger, frustration, anxiety, depression, everything is kind of piled up inside. That is what creates the prison. The feeling stuck is just a feeling, but then with years, months, even some people decades of being stuck, makes them create this emotional prison, or mental prison, as I explain it. And that is bottled up emotions, traumas that we feel that's just life. That's how it is. That's a lot of time I hear, that's how it is. Well, I'm here to say no, it's not. So the first part is about feeling this imprisonment of relationships, work. How do you break through that without hurting people, or hurting yourself, or making other people disappointed? Because that's a lot of time the thing of not being able to fulfill other people's needs, and we put that in front of our own needs, our own life, our own well-being. But to be honest, being in that prison doesn't not just imprison you, but everyone around you, especially if you have kids. What you do, they will do. They will not listen to the words you say, follow your dreams, whatever. They will listen, they will look at you, they will observe, and they will do what you do, not what you say. So that was on the side. So you feel stuck in this area. You come to ask questions. Why am I here? How did I end up here? What happened? A lot of people ask me these questions. And many don't even realize that they're in a prison until it's too late. It's like the boiling frog. If you put a frog in cold water and let the water heat up and boil, it will die. But if you take a frog and drop it in boiling water, it will jump out. So basically that going from stuck to all of a sudden being in an emotional or almost physical prison of your own life, locked up in anxiety, depression, worry, all of that, that is a slow process. That's why a lot of people don't even know they're there. But they're asking themselves, why am I not happy? Why don't I have enough money? How did I end up here? How can I break from this? Well, what happened? That's a lot of people asking, like, what happened? And all these boiled up emotions, I think what everyone is afraid of is awareness. Have you heard the expression that ignorance is bliss? Well, it isn't, because that nagging feeling and that inner voice and the voice of your heart will not stop until you start to figure out why, how, what. And the thing is, to be honest, these are not really interesting. The question is, what now? Because you're stuck in a situation, no one else can get you out of it except for yourself. Can you have someone next to you supporting you? Yes. Can you have someone that actually has a roadmap to show you, like, these paths you can choose to take? You take whatever path you will, but there will be someone there to support you in the process. So, awareness. What is awareness? Understanding, accepting. Understand, accept. Now, I will not write this correctly. It's not going to be correctly written, so bear with me. Understand, accept. Accept the current situation for what it is. You don't have to accept what took you there, but you still have to accept that this is where I am right now, and create awareness. So that's the first phase of the program, is about creating awareness, understanding the actual now. Where are you mentally? Where are you emotionally? Where are you physically? Because some people, to be able to handle this prison, to be able to kind of stay there or endure that, they start drinking too much, they start shopping, they start playing casinos and that kind of stuff, just to give life a little bit of a spice. Some people even go to unfaithful because they can't handle the relationship they're in or their emotions about it. They're being stuck. So awareness is just opening Pandora's box to understand, like, okay, this is where I am. Not always easy, but that's the first part of the entire process, is understanding where you are at this specific moment, and understanding where you want to go. Because a lot of people focus more on where they do not want to go. So, okay, first is awareness. Accepting, understanding where you are. Why? Yes, it might be important, but it's not essential to understand why. Eventually that will come anyway, but awareness, that's phase one. Number two, so I'm going to do this. Number two, much better pen, right? Redirect. Normally I would do this with a fancy PowerPoint. No, actually, to be honest, this is how I prefer to work, because I can feel a bit, free. So, redirect. You have an autopilot in your head. You have this system, or the brain has this system of creating automated consequences to whatever it is experiencing. So to explain this, you have your five senses, your eyes, what you hear, what you see, what you smell, what you taste, and what you feel on your physical body. So everything goes into your eyes and your ears and your nose and your mouth. They go in. The brain is a computer that needs to kind of decode these signals. And this filter is something that we built from when we're this big, more or less, from when we're being kids. Some people say, money don't grow on tree, it's hard to stay fit and healthy, school is hard, reading is boring. All of these kind of mental perceptions of life, we are being programmed by family, society, school, work, the company we keep. This is basically a brainwash, because when we are born, we don't know anything, we don't understand anything, we cannot connect the dots because we do not have life experience. So we create a filter. The brain is kind of automating a road. This filter, as these impressions come in, they are being filtered through this. Depending on your experiences and your emotional traumas or whatever, your information, the information that comes from outside goes through this filter. That's why 100 different people will have 100 different perceptions of the same situation. You can have 100 people watching the same show. They will remember different things. They will filter the information with different values. Okay? So this is basically where you have your beliefs. What you believe is right, wrong, what you believe is correct, what you believe is as the truth. Everything is in here. And this is actually creating when we're kids. People that work with personal development, they start to clean out this area to be able to reframe their beliefs and their reality. That's what it's honestly all about. Anyway, you get all these filters, and this filter is kind of automatically connected to emotions. These filters, the information you get will create a feeling, an emotion, and that emotion, in its turn, will become your behavior. Or actually, behavior, your actions. So, if I give you an example, I've been working in schools as a teacher, both with smaller kids and older kids. And you can see the older kids being a little bit more, not aggressive, but more resistance to authority or whatever it is. They're teenagers. Let's just take teenagers. Everyone knows what I mean when I say teenagers, I hope. They act on emotion based on a filter. And when someone is acting out, we're trying to change their behavior. People that work with this and with these kids, they know that it's all about the emotions and the filter. But how do you clean this out? So that is phase 2 in the program, is about redirecting your autopilot. Because as you grow up, 95 to 97% of all your decisions are automated, because the brain do not have time to process every information as if it was the first time. It doesn't have time to question the information. It just filters through. And to be honest, a lot of people working with this, they have a filter. You've probably met them everywhere. This brain is kind of looking for proof that they are correct. I say it's a prophecy, you know what I mean. You think something, you find the proof of the fact that that is correct, and then you have more proof, and that strengthens your belief. Whether it's a positive or negative belief, it does not matter. The brain will look for proof to be able to strengthen that belief, whether it's good or bad, positive or negative. So the question is, what kind of limiting beliefs do you have? Phase 2 is about cracking limiting beliefs. That you believe that I can never lose this and this weight, or I believe I can never do that and that money, I can never be this successful, blah, blah. I can never release a book because I can't write or read. I can't write hardly. I can still release a book. But we have these beliefs about ourselves. So we go from limiting mindset, the limiting filter, to cleaning that out and redirect the autopilot. 97% of your decisions are automated. That is seriously scary. Only 3 of them goes through where you have to go, okay, what do I have to decide here? Because everything else just goes quickly because the brain doesn't have time. So we redirect the autopilot into a direction that is to your advantage. Because where you are today is a consequence of that autopilot. And that just goes, days goes by and you just do it. You don't even think about it, you just do it. And obviously you want to have a brain that just does it, but takes you to that destination that you want to. The success in business, success at work, success in relationships, success with money, success with parenting. You want to have a brain that is looking for proof that are positive beliefs, empowering beliefs, and actually creates your reality the way you want it, not the way you don't want it. Because trust me, I think you've been thinking about 3 times about the things you do not want during this conversation or monologue, whatever you choose, however you choose to see it. So remember, phase 2 is about redirecting your autopilot. And this is a process. Number 3. This one, I love this one, because when people understand this, it's an epiphany moment. So I'm going to take my notes because I want to make sure that you get everything. Yes. So every human being, or this is actually a part of the physical healing process, the mental healing process, but mostly the emotional healing process. Because once you understand these and all these feelings of anger, frustration, grief, sometimes actually, sadness, depression, when this is open and you're aware of the fact what's happening. You're not blissfully not knowing, you just feel the pain. No, you know, you understand, you see the pain. And now you have to make the change to change that, which happens in number 2. Number 3, it's about healing. Because this is falling apart. This is start to rebuild. And then number 3, this is where everything comes together. You have this little core. I normally call it happiness. Happiness, yes. And then you have all these different layers, or it's like an onion. Like layers of pain and personality traits that you've been putting on yourself in protection for different reasons. We do different things to protect ourselves from something that has happened to us. In this process, some people need to work with their physical, some with their mental, and everyone with their emotional. Why? Because I meet a lot of people that physically are strong, they're fit, they're healthy, but mentally they're not living in a loving relationship, they are not having the success at work that they want, or success in their business that they want, because they have limiting beliefs about themselves in this area. And once they understand, but they know that they're good. They know in their mind that their beliefs are, I know I can do this. But emotionally, because of the emotion and the insecurities from within, they will never take action. I normally explain it as if you're in a car accident. The first thing that heals is the physical. Our bodies are amazing. They are constantly, every millisecond of every second of every minute, it is healing. All the time. It is regenerating. Question is what it is regenerating. Okay? So the physical body heals first. The mental situation after a car accident, obviously it's scary to sit in a car, but intellectually you understand that it's not dangerous to sit in a car. But emotionally, you will still be scared for a while. And these emotions, very often we do not take care of this healing, which means that that emotion, you remember the head with the filter and the emotions will control your behavior, which means you will fear to do something in that direction. I have some people that have been bullied. Physically, they don't care anymore. They're grown-ups. Mentally, they're like, yeah, whatever, I know kids are kids. It's not true. Whatever they said, it's not true. But emotionally, they're still stuck. So phase 3, it's about the layers of healing. Physical, we have yoga, we have relaxations, we do different things to heal from within and out, to actually heal the emotional system. Because until you heal the emotional system, things will not feel right. Because you will feel like you're going against your own beliefs when you're trying to change. So 3 is healing all layers. Heal all layers. Number 4. So get everything in here. Okay, I love this part. I love this part because when you come to this point, you understand that all bricks does not have to be like your prison. The bricks that built your prison, emotional pain, physical pain, mental pain, whatever you've gone through, all those bricks has been the things that has built the wall around you. Not being able to be all the woman or man that you know that you can be. It's building a wall. That wall, the bricks you use for stepping stones. So basically, prison becomes, I don't want to say pleasure, but purpose. Some say you go from pain to purpose. Your mess becomes a message. Because a lot of people, either you're the victim and you're stuck in victimhood in the prison, or you take control and reframe, because this is about reframing your reality. When you've healed, you can have a completely different eyesight. Things happen, all of a sudden you can understand why things happen for you, not to you. So this is about loving the process, understanding that every situation in your life is either there to teach you, to redirect you, or help you, support you in any kind of way, good or bad. Because that's also what I've seen in people. They think that bad things and good things happen. Of course, yeah, well, you look at it like that, but everything has a purpose. People hate it. Oh, everything happens for a reason. Well, yeah, because if you didn't learn the first time, you're going to end up in the same situation again until you learn. If you meet someone and you live in a destructive or not a sabotaging relationship or a destructive relationship, you leave that person. If you did not learn from that, you will meet the same person again. It's just another face. It's another body. It's just the same. And if you do not heal, you will create the same reality as your beliefs because you're not aware. So the 4th is understanding to love the process, not chasing the goal. So it's present to purpose and love the process. Because when you love the process, you're no longer chasing something. There is no fear for failure anymore here. Because you know it's just a process. Because you can never fail. You can only fail if you quit. But it's still okay to have a break, to redirect, to go through like, okay, why is this not okay? What is it that I did not learn in this? What is it that I need to learn to be able to move into my next level? So loving the process is absolutely amazing, because all of a sudden all those worries, all that anxiety about performance, it's out the window, because you don't have to be afraid of it anymore, because you're using your building blocks. So basically, just because you've had this prison doesn't mean that you have all the building blocks. Then maybe you just need to add some more building blocks here. And then all of a sudden you understand, okay, we have some more layers here that I have to reframe my beliefs and my reality. Okay. Number 5. We're at the last part. Or to be honest, it's just the beginning of the beginning. Or the beginning of the journey. Number 5, it's about being the architect. It's about being not the thermometer, but the thermostat of your reality. This is future space. In this journey, okay, this is where I normally cry. In this journey, you have gotten tools, methods, techniques to be able to create any future you want. Anything that you want. Some things are obviously harder because you need to get some more bricks. You need to go through a harder process to reach it, depending on what it is. But the funny part is, you will love the process, because you will not live in the mindset of, I have to get to my destination, I have to do this before I'm happy, I have to become this before I'm happy, I have to be this before I'm happy. No, because you're happy now, because you're excited. You're excited, you're curious about, okay, what's coming next? And a problem comes and you go, oh, bring it on. And you just take care of it, because you have all the methods, all the techniques you need. And the future space is about writing your story. Whether that is teaching someone, helping others through traumas you've been through, or writing a book, or traveling the world, or you will have the techniques here. There is more things to my program, obviously, because it depends on the client. Some people need guidance like this through economy. I have Money Smart that is included in my 5 months program, where we go through every part of becoming financially, have a mindful money mindset, where you don't have to worry about money. That's a big worry today, isn't it? But that's a part that goes through my entire... So what goes through my entire program? It's money, it's body, it's mind, and it's soul. Because every vibration you give off is an electromagnetic field. And as your electromagnetic field changes in your atoms, because you're built out of atoms, as that changes, things will happen in your reality that you didn't even know could happen, because all of a sudden you will be one of the lucky ones. Yes, that sounds like magic, and it is magic. It is awesome. Some of my clients even experience it here, because they've gone through a process before. So as soon as we start, the electromagnetic field is responding to that person's decision take control. Yes, so basically, this is what do you want? Number 5, what do you want? The big question is not how, that's completely irrelevant, but what it is you want. And with the keys that you go through here, you will be able to create it. No one will do it for you. You're going to have to do it yourself. So this is the program. This is more or less the frame, but everyone's journey is different. I really hope this helped a little bit. If you listen to this, if you go through certain realizations of this, you will find your answers. And if you want more, if you have questions, if you are wondering about the actual program of Force of Nature, because people that go through this program, they become a force of nature. Whether that is being unstoppable in their business or unstoppable at work or completely unstoppable as lovers, mothers, parents. It doesn't matter what the outside is. Everything inside is the same thing for everyone. So that is my program. I have no idea how long this video was, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching all the way here. I hope it gave you a lot of thinking. And I just hope to see you around. Bye.